I just drove up to Carlsbad to be in a TV show called America Trends. It is hosted by a woman named Mary, and I'm super excited to be on it. We're going to talk about Jeff and Jer days and the Cain After Dark podcast, and then we're just going to dish some dirt about celebrities. So it should be really, really fun, and I'm bringing this little guy with me who hasn't pooped today yet. Please, please, please don't poop in the studio. Please, please. This is my fit. I don't know, I might change, but Rolling Stone shirt with a leopard print skirt and like these cute heels. Elvis has already made a friend here. Of course, they gotta do the greeting as usual. Hello, doggy. Here we are, Sully Entertainment Group. Hello, I'm here for, hi Mary, hi everybody. Thank you. This is Mary. She's
Mary.
the host of America Trends. Yay! We're so excited.
This is Jason, our floor director.
Hey, Jason.
Bianca, our associate producer.
Hi, Bianca.
And my kids, Lily and Lexi.
Hey guys, we're gonna have fun.
We're gonna.
They weren't done yet. Tell me what you love.
The check writer over there, or something like that.
You're watching America Trends, and I'm Mary Burt-Godwin. And I don't know about you, but the movie Sleepless in Seattle is one of my favorite movies. And I just remember there's a scene where Meg Ryan is driving in the car and she's listening to the radio and she's totally drawn into the story. And this is where she hears the story of Tom Hanks and she's crying and she's so into it. And I'll tell you, that is the way I felt in my 20s, driving to work every day with the local radio station called the Jeff and Jer showgram. This was their Hall of Fame show, actually now, and I am with one of the stars of that show, Cain. I'm so happy that you are here.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
I feel like I got to know you so well back then in my 20s. I didn't get to know you till more recently, but I felt like I knew you back then.
Like know me. Yes.
I knew you knew you.
Well, we just like laid everything out there. Like everything. We divorces, death, sobriety, boyfriends, kids, births, everything.
And you, particularly because you had the Laura's Diary.
Oh,
I remember. Was a segment that you did. Dear Diary.
I wrote it on our webpage, and then some days I'd read it.
Yes.
I still do that.
Yes.
But yeah, I would do it every day, and I would just like talk about things going on in my life.
I mean, honestly, it was just, I loved it because you were vulnerable and you were authentic and real, and they were things I might have been going through at the time, and I just would sometimes be so enraptured in what you guys were talking about, I'd miss my exit.
That's what our whole thing is. It's like everybody's the same. We all have the same struggles. We have the same things, same mistakes we make,
Right.
we do. So why not just share it, because somebody out there will connect with it.
Absolutely.
So I was never ashamed about anything. Because
I think that you are San Diego radio royalty is what I would say about Jeff and Jer. I really would. So let's go back in time, though, to how you even got in radio in the first place.
Okay. I went to San Diego State, and I was a communications major. I wanted to be a TV anchor, and I one day saw a sign that said, interns wanted at 7:60 a.m. That's a radio station. So, and it was a paid job. So I thought, okay, 3 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Interns never got paid in that day and age.
Exactly.
Right? The intern meant you work your butt off for free.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to call. So I interviewed with Cliff Albert, the great Cliff Albert, and he hired me. Well, lo and behold, Jeff and Jer were across the hall.
Okay.
I was the only girl in the building at the time. So when they'd need like a girl's voice, or they needed like to pretend to call the mayor's office, they'd use me. And so that's how we met.
Okay.
And then once...
So Jeff and Jer, they had been partners on radio for years. In a different city, I believe, right?
Yes, they were in Chicago, yes.
Yeah.
And then they came to San Diego in 1989.
Okay.
And so this was 1990 and 1991 when I met them. And then I started doing traffic along with this internship. And I had to fill in for someone who did the traffic for Jeff and Jer. Well, that week, I thought I did so bad. They made fun of me. They changed my voice. They would tape me when I wasn't on the air, like singing off the air, and they'd play it. And I thought, I'm like, oh my God, I'm dead. My career's over. And so I saw him at a party, Jerry, and he's like, we loved you. We do our traffic from now on. And then that's how it started. And then it just kind of evolved into, I've done news, I've done celebrity news, and then I was just me,
Yeah. And it was you and then another guy, Randy.
Randy.
What was his nickname?
Helper Boy Randy.
Helper Boy Randy.
Yes.
And then, of course, producer Tommy.
Of course.
Who's Tommy Sablon, little Tommy Sablon, for those of you who don't live in the Southern California region. He is a famous producer,
yes,
I would say. And he films a show here on our at Loft 100 studios. So I've gotten to know Tommy really well. But honestly, you guys transcended, I think, radio. And then in what year did you win the Hall of Fame? Or I don't know if you win it. You were inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Our show was inducted in 2016.
Wow. That's
so
pretty cool.
there
what was
we
that
are.
Experience like?
Well, I didn't actually get to go. It was just for, Jeff and Jer mainly. But our picture is in the Hall of Fame. So there's a picture of all of us, and it's just so exciting to say that.
That is really, that's amazing.
It's really cool.
And you guys had to go through a lot because I know in radio things changed all the time and things were sold and new owners and new management. So it was like you'd get into your work one day and it was like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're being laid off. Yeah. We're changing the format.
That happened to you guys, I feel like, a few times. You'd reinvent yourself in a different station, right?
Right. So the last time we got blown out, that's what we call it anyway. It's not a nice term, but it is what it is. Yes.
Okay.
Industry term.
Okay.
It was about a year and a half before we got another radio station. So, we finally landed on Kixie.
Okay.
And we were there for, I think, 6 years.
Oh, wow.
And then one day, like you said, we were doing our show, and the general manager said, hey, guys, can I talk to you after the show? And we're like, sure. So we all go down there, and he said, it's been such an honor working with you guys. And I'm thinking, oh, he's stepping down or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. And he goes, but today was your last day. And we're like,
you really got that? Today was your last day?
100%. Today's your last day.
And you guys didn't see it coming?
Not even close.
Oh, wow.
It was like...
And were you all in the same room together, or did they take individuals?
We were in the conference room.
Oh,
no, we were together.
Wow.
And we just kind of I remember Jeff was just like, he just had this look on his face like he'd just been socked in the stomach.
Yeah, that is a sock in the stomach.
Oh my goodness. So then after that, radio's changed so much.
Right.
That, the Jeff and Jers they don't really exist anymore. The ones that make so much money and that radio is different. There's Pandora, there's Spotify, there's apps, and there's this and that.
Yeah, and podcasts now.
Sirius XM and everything.
Yeah, so. I think do you think that was the pivotal point? Was Sirius when it came in and Howard Stern came on and all these different radio announcers, and then they could talk freely and they could curse and they could do whatever they wanted to.
That along with music
and then
Spotify Spotify and stuff, because then people could just listen to whatever they want. And now podcasts, people listen to podcasts on their way to work.
Yes, and Audible books. I do a lot of listening to Audible.
Right. So it's just different. It's different now. I mean, my heart is radio. I love radio. I always have. Even when I was a little kid, I would make radio shows in my room.
Oh, you did? Did you have a hairbrush and do the whole
No, I had a little tape recorder, and I would tape music, and then I would talk in between the songs. I'm like, how weird is that I became that?
Yeah. See, you're putting out. You're watching America Trends. I'm Mary Burt-Godwin. I'm here with radio royalty Laura Cain, my buddy. We have so much in common, and
it's not even funny.
I know.
A lot.
And so we were talking before the break about podcasting. You're saying it was a little bit harder than you had thought getting into it. And so tell me about what do you talk about on your podcast? It's called Laura Cain After Dark.
Laura Cain After Dark.
The name.
because we are naughty sometimes.
Okay.
Because that's why After Dark.
Love it.
So my super great friend, Eric, and I, my gay best friend,
Okay.
I said to him, do you want to start a podcast? Because that's what somebody suggested I do when I was looking for another job in radio. They said, why don't you start a podcast? I'm naive. I don't know. I'm like, okay. You know, I don't think I've ever even listened to a podcast before. So we started with him, and then we were just talking about like movie reviews and guys and just our lives.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I don't want to say we're exactly like Jeff and Jer, but we just lay everything out there.
Yeah.
We talk about our lives and problems and things and da-da-da-da. Well, then my friend Linda came on the show. She's a makeup artist for the stars in LA.
Oh, okay.
And she came on with some beauty tips, or we call them beauty hacks. And she
Okay.
was so good. We're like, you need to join a podcast.
Okay.
So now it's all three of us, Linda, Eric, and me.
Fun.
And we just talk about everything. And
Does she have some good dirt on the...
Oh, she does.
She probably
She's
can't
like
say it,
allowed
right?
to say like what they do, but not who it is.
Oh.
It's like, oh, can you just write it down? I know. She's good like
Sounds
that.
like...
She's good like that. She never divulged anything. So.
Yeah, that's good. She
But-
wants to keep her job. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we just have a whole lot of fun. But we started in August of 2019. And we've been doing 2 episodes every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. They drop after dark, even though it's not dark technically at 4. But so that's what we do. Just finished the show. It was really fun. We talked about all sorts of things: Jeff and Jer, podcasting, celebrities. It was great. It airs on some Biz TV. I think you have to subscribe to it, but maybe you do. So then you can watch it. America Trends. Thank you for watching. Bye.